All right, y'all. I am back. I am your host of Hot Chronicles in the room, out the room. I am just a host, Miss Nicole Tyler, aka Sexy Cleaner Ruler in the damn building. Now, I hope you all just enjoyed the video that I just uploaded. Um, I did this video. I believe it was March 1st. It was the end of February, end of February, March 1st, and Quanney actually called me and asked me to go live for her. So that's how that video actually came about. Okay, I can't think if I had already did a video. I did a car chronicles when I got home. I was trying to prepare for bed, get ready for work, and Quanney called me and asked me to go live because she had some tea she wanted to spill. So y'all know how I am. I'm a cool person. I was like, okay, no problem. Just let me set up. So I got everything set up, and Quanney came on now. And I thought that she was going to be talking about Jason, because at that time Jason had put out all her information and her grandkids and all this kind of stuff. So I thought she was mainly going to be talking about that. But when she came on, if you all just was with me watching that video, y'all support the video. She started talking about Fab Babe and how she took down Fab Babe's videos, which we don't know if the truth. She was talking about how she paid Fab Babe's rent twice, which she has never showed any receipts. She started talking about Sean. She started talking about Jay Wilson. She started talking about every damn body. And if you all just was with me in the last live watching the video, y'all could see my face. I was just as shocked as you, because I did not know what the hell Quanney was going to be talking about, because I'm thinking she was going to be maybe defending herself against Jason. And she's up there talking about every damn body. So I was just sitting up there like, okay, now, really, I did not know she was going to be talking about all that stuff. That's why I was looking like that. If y'all go back and watch that last video, look at my face. I didn't know what the hell Quanney was going to be talking about. And what she told me she was going to be talking about, she didn't even stay on it that damn long. She just went on into how she does. So, yeah, that video was like a impromptu shock for me, shock for the audience. A lot of at that time, a lot of us really liked Quanney. At least I did, and some of my hearts and roses, we liked Quanney at that time. So we was dealing with her, and it seemed like, even if you go back and watch that video, it seemed like she was drinking towards the end of that video, because we could not understand nothing that she was saying towards the end of the video. And then she started attacking all of us. If you go back and watch that video, she started talking about us, and I was still trying to sympathize with her and like, no, we love you, we love you. I'm saying all this kind of stuff, and it was to no avail, because in her mind she thought she made me mad. I did not know what the hell she was talking about for real. So, child. But anyway, I wasn't gonna come right back, but Stacy, I don't know where she is. She said she wanted to call in. So I told her to give me 5 minutes or so, and I would go ahead on and come right back. So that's why I'm right back right now, you all. I did put on the, if anybody wanted to share the screen, anybody got a computer out there, if anybody wanted to be a guest on the show, just come on in. I put the link up there. Go back all the way up to your to the comments or the chat or whatever, and see where I dropped the link. And you all can come on if you want to say anything. And I'm just back for you all, and I'm back for Stacy because she wanted to call in. I don't know where she's at. I'm not going to call her. Maybe I'll give her 5 more minutes. But see, Shauna Thomas says she is a foe. She has said many times that she don't give a about anyone in this entertainment application. And you know what, Shauna Thomas? You are right, because she has said that. But at the same time, if it's such an entertainment application, why can't you log off your damn self? And why are you showing people's information on an application, entertainment application, that you say you don't care about nobody? Why are you doxing people on this entertainment application that you say you don't care? Why are you talking about people being molested on this entertainment application? If it's that serious to where you have to go down and dirty and low, you need to get off the damn entertainment application. I said it. Somebody said she made it So I just don't understand. She's supposed to be going to court. I don't know. They keep on continuing that. Cause yes, I did. I sent in my letter. I sure did a witness. I can't even think of the witness impact statement. Yes, I did, Quanney. If you ever come over here and listen, if you listening in the bushes, I sent me a witness impact statement on your behalf. Yes, I did. Now I don't know when you go into court if the judge gonna see what I had to say about your behind, but I sure did. I don't care if anybody go back and tell her. I wrote me a daggone witness impact letter and told how you sat up there and put out all my information out there. And I said, you don't know who's out there might want to take on my identity, take on my children's identity, Google me, come to my door. You don't know you putting people's lives in danger when you be doxing people and putting people job information out there. You damn right. I sure did write a damn witness impact letter. Yes, I did. And I don't know when you're going to go back to court, but I sure hope when you do go back to court, the lady show the judge my statement, because I didn't appreciate that. And nobody that you have doxed should be tolerating that mess either, especially people who have not done nothing to you, Quanney. Now, I definitely don't think I deserve for you to dox me all because I went to Atlanta. That don't make no damn sense. So that let me know you might need to go to a psych ward. I was reading y'all comments. I want to thank y'all for coming back to the room. But yeah, I think she do need some help. If you all were with me on that last video, y'all check out that video in its entirety and see how you can see the levels in which Quanney goes up and down in her personality and in her behavior. It ain't just me. It's right there. That's why one of the reasons why I played that video, so y'all can see how she has highs and lows. And maybe that's why she has to drink. But she may need some damn medication, and she may need to take a medication. So yeah, she is a little weird. She's a little weird. So I'm gonna call Stacy now. If anybody want to be on, you all let me see. Let me see if I can go back up here, y'all. Let me see. I probably can't go back up here because I'm not all that. I don't like this computer that I'm on. Let's see. Oh, okay, there it is. But anyway, yeah, so I had to send me a letter out on Quanney because she has a lot of reckless behavior. Who does that? After you said this is an entertainment application, but yet you on there showcasing everybody's business, everybody's information, and you think that's cute, you think it's funny. That stuff is not funny and cute. You don't know who will show up at my door. Who people always calling me, telling me they're gonna call my job and all this crazy stuff. I just think it's just crazy. So yeah, she might need to go into some kind of psych ward, honey. Yeah, I do agree with that. I'm gonna call Stacy because she said she was gonna call in.
Please hold while we connect your call.
So let's see what Stacy, because that's why I did this live right here, to give her a chance to call in and get out her opinion.
Hello.
Hey, Miss Stacy, we on live right now.
Okay.
So everybody's hearing your voice and everything. What is it that you wanted to say? Hold on, let me just get out my little part. What is it that you wanted to say about Quanney?
Quanney, I have a friend like Quanney, so that's why I understand Quanney. Quanney acts like a child that's the only child, but I don't think she's the only child. Maybe her mother or father gave her more attention than the other ones. Quanney, okay, this is what I have realized, y'all. We have to accept people for who they are. Stop trying to change them because we can't change them. Either you want them in their life, or you want them in your life, or you don't. Do that make sense to what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
At the end of the day, y'all, we cannot change Quanney. Quanney is Quanney. We know how she gets on here and she spoots out stuff. We know, but one thing about it, and she does lie a little bit, but Quanney tells the truth. All you got to do is when she drinking, just let her talk. Don't say nothing. Just say what you say about such and such. You get all the information you need to know. But when y'all try to talk to her while she's drinking. You ain't gonna get nothing out. Y'all can get more and just sit there. Let her get the drinking. Y'all get all the answers y'all need. But when you interrupt her, you ain't gonna be able to get nothing out of her. Because sometimes, like when you was talking, Nicole, I wanted to say, Nicole, be quiet. That's why I thought you was lying. You see me going in?
Yeah.
I was like, be quiet. Let her talk. Let her talk. Because she was about to say something. I don't know what she was about to say, but it was about, please forgive me. I'm trying to get him to unblock me. Jay Wilson. Again, Jay Wilson is another one. We have to accept people for who they are. Look, Jay Wilson, I see that he was talking about you. I said, well, ain't this some shit? I thought y'all were good. Oh, but this is all fun. This is all fun. He ain't say nothing about Bobby. Why he ain't say nothing about Bobby?
Oh, Lord. Guess who done popped up in the chat, y'all? Quanney. Should we let Quanney on, y'all? Hold on. Let me ask the chat. Should we let Quanney come on, y'all?
Yeah, let Quanney come in. Let her come in.
Let me ask Black Targaryen. We got Shauna Thomas. Do y'all want to hear Quanney?
Let her come in.
Do we? Let me see what everybody's saying, because I can't even see it on my phone. All right, let's see what Quanney got to say. Somebody said, yeah. Some people said Black Targaryen said the hell to the no.
Let Quanney in. Quanney got a right to speak too.
Hello, Quanney.
Hello, my beautiful, beautiful Nicole.
Oh, this is not Quanney. This is YouTube. Okay. You use Quanney's picture and her name. Why you didn't say that in the say it in the chat so I can approve of you?
Because I was curious to see if people really wanted to hear from her after listening to your interview where she was berating you and running over you.
Well, what is you? Do you have a point you want to make since you're on?
Yeah, I was skimming through it, and I didn't even realize that was a re-aired show. I thought that was a new show, and I was just listening to it, and I came away with, first of all, what was the point? Number one, what was the point of anything she said? She was giving these like loosey-goosey, nonsensical sermons that made the condescending people and giving these people sermons about what they need to do. Everybody needs to do this. Everybody needs it. Nobody ever listens to her, and I was like, well, this is just nonsense. She's wasting our time listening to this. And the other thing I came away with was, she railroaded over you the way she does Duchess Kelly Love and everyone else she ever gets on a conversation.
This is what I think about what you're saying, Stacy. I think that what you're saying is that we should allow Quanney to talk, and we do allow Quanney to talk on her own channel. But when she asked to call into my show, and then she even asked to and she even asked for me to take questions, then Quanney has to be able to listen and answer questions. And I'm the host, so I'm talking with everybody. I'm talking to the chat. I'm talking to Quanney, and I'm talking to taking phone calls. I'm doing all of that all at one time. And so when Quanney agreed to want to take questions, then that means that she has to let other people talk, and she has to talk too. So I understand what you're saying, Stacy, but at the same time, that's why she has her platform, so she can talk continuously. But she wanted to come and engage on my platform. So
I'm not interrupting, but I have to get this done by you said it.
No, yeah.
Again, that's who Quanney is. She doesn't mean to do it. That's Quanney. Okay, this is what I would do. I don't like to tell people what they should do. If I was having a scheduled meeting with Quanney, I would say, Quanney, you can come on my platform. Respect my platform. Let the viewers say what they need to say, answer their questions, and we move on. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then at the same time, you taking away from Quanney, and Quanney is a grown woman, and you shouldn't have to put no limitations and all these things on a grown woman who should know how to already have a conversation.
Like the reason why I'm saying it, because I'm not taking up for Quanney. Trust me, I ride with you. I box with you. I only want a few of y'all, and it's the same circle. I don't have time for the new YouTubers because damn, I'm trying to get used to the old ones. You get what I'm saying? I have a friend like Quanney. I literally had to, I ain't gonna tell you what I had to do. I have a friend like Quanney. I can only be with this girl is spells. I'm talking about, she's like, now I'm able to see her. I will block her. And maybe next year, pick her up again. And she's one of them type of friends. So I let her in my circle when I'm able to deal with her. Because I know who she is. We cannot change Quanney. I'm 53 years old. And I'm sure we all around the same age. Quanney, you cannot change at this point in time in life.
But I don't think that nobody's trying to change Quanney, but we're just all giving our opinion on what we see when we watching Quanney, whether it's positive or negative. We all have watched Quanney for 2 years, so this is just basically our opinion, our commentary on Quanney.
Okay, so out for 2 years that you've been knowing Quanney or viewing Quanney, has she changed?
No. But I don't see. The thing is, Stacey, I think that people did not know it was how she was that far gone, or how she really was as time went on. And I think it's just surprising to people when we do see her behavior, that it is very shocking. Because you got to remember, when Quanney first came on the scene, we thought that she was this educated, rich female that had all this money, with friends with Google. She takes flights. She's had the best education and all these things, and that she would just frolic in with us little people to educate us on how to make money and all these things. That changed to her being some type of person who is a stalker. That changed to her not being uninvited to go on Sean's situation, because she was talking about children being molested and how she didn't even damn it care about this kind of stuff. So, I mean, we're peeling back the layers like onions when it comes to Quanney, and that's why people have all these different opinions of Quanney. Oh, everybody's, we just still trying to get to know this woman, and every time she peel back a layer, it's something shocking underneath. What you had to say, Jason?
Absolutely, but guess what?
But she keeps telling
this man that you got on now that uses the N-word, call us the N-word.
No, I don't call you the N-word. I repeat when she calls you the N-word. I'm repeating.
Yeah, that's true. I do wish Jason would have been. Now, hold on. Let me say this. I agree with you with that. I do wish Jason would have used his own picture and his own likeness. I do wish you would have did that, Jason. I have to agree with that.
N-word, I would have nothing to say to him. And my family is mixed. If you get us all together, you'll think some is Spanish, you'll think some is white, some is black. You get what I'm saying? But to have this white man to come on your platform as Quanney, that's an insult.
I agree. I agree with that is an insult, and that maybe you should go back out, Jason, and come back as yourself. I do agree with that.
Okay.
I do with him coming on as himself. I agree with that part. But far as some white man calling me the N-word, I've had black people call me worse, and I've had black people to make me go and I've had black people call me worse and make me want to do things to myself. I've had black people take me to places that I never thought I would return, because they call me things in my face and in my life, and has done things to me, versus somebody that I don't really know call me that word that is not in my space, that is not in my life, and don't have anything that does not change anything about my life. Just because somebody called me that on over our airwave, does that dictate my life in person, like people have done to me in real life? Now that is my statement on that.
Oh, I understand. I respect everything that you just said. But if he was a real man, he would have came with your platform as himself. Why is he so obsessed with Quanney?
Now I agree with that, and he did leave. I agree with you with that.
Because Quanney, guess what? Something is wrong with Quanney. I keep saying that we have to accept people for who they are. But do we have to accept this man for trying to come on your platform, pretending that he's Quanney? Why really know his real name is Jason? Why couldn't he just came on being himself?
Right. And if he comes back as himself, let's hope he be able to answer that. He's gone now. I don't know if he's going to switch over his avatar to his own channel, but I agree with everything you said on that part.
The platform, all he knows is Quanney. Why is he so invested in Quanney? Why? Right. Right, wrong, and different. I'm sorry, I have to be on Nicole's side because we don't know anything about him. It's the same thing. What's his name, Sir King? I don't like him. I don't like him.
No, hold on. Let me read this comment. Rhonda, Nicole is right. Nicole, is better to be called the N-word by black people. No, it ain't Rhonda Walton. It ain't good to be called no names by nobody. But what I'm saying, when I was answering Stacy was saying that I should not accept this man for what he called me. And I said, I have been called worse by people who I loved and liked and appreciated. And these people has called me worse things and have done things with their words to me that made me go to some place and I didn't even know if I was going to come back, because I was in a depressed state listening to people who look like me call me nasty, derogatory terms in my face, who I really loved. That is what I'm saying, Rhonda Walton. I'm not saying that I accept anybody for calling people any names. No, none of us should be calling each other names, really. But when it comes to just for the sake of this argument, no, I'm not saying he's better than anybody. Nobody should call nobody those terms. And I know that when people hear those terms, they do act out of character and all this kind of stuff. So, yeah. Now, let me see if this is him. Hold on. Let me see if this is him as he's back. Let me see, because I don't know who this could be. Hello?
Hey, Nicole.
Hello?
Hey, Nicole, can you hear me?
Okay, this is what is your name? Because I don't, it says, it's me. That's all it says.
Oh, no, I just can drop you some news for your next live. I know you're busy with this right here. So I just can't drop you some quick news real quick.
Okay, what is the news, ma'am?
Okay, you know the disabled boy, Raphael?
Yeah.
He lied about Sean scamming him, and he ran over dollars one of them, and now they're live trying to get him to come on her StreamYard because they want answers. They want to know what he lied to them about Sean scamming him.
What? He was lying the whole time. So what happened? He didn't
Yeah.
So what happened? He didn't go back and check on the hotel stay, or what happened?
He been contacted Sean about his money.
Hold on, Stacey. Go ahead, ma'am.
He been contacted Sean about his money, but he made them think that Sean wouldn't give him back his money. And so, you know, they tried to use him to get back at Sean, and they was putting his cash app everywhere, and they said he ran off with almost over $1,000. Him and Nika been talking behind the scenes. So Nika trying to come with some receipts so they can get off Raphael's neck. But I believe Nika is involved in it some kind of way.
Yeah. Hold on, Stacey. This lady trying to tell her. Let me let her talk, because she is on the stream. Y'all, hold on, Stacey. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah, because why would Raphael have to send Nika receipts when he got his own platform and he can do it himself?
Right.
Exactly.
Wow.
So come to find out. Yeah, so come to find out he lied on Sean, because I was wondering why, Sean was kind of quiet. He really wasn't saying nothing about it, because Raphael had already contacted Sean about a refund, but he lied to them and told them that Sean scammed him and wouldn't give him back his money, and now he done made off with over $1,000.
Wow. And I thought that he was going to make some money, but I didn't really put that in my commentary the other night, because I thought they were saying put down his cash app, and I knew people was going to feel sorry for him, because they kept saying he's so disabled. We can't believe Sean did this to somebody with a disability and all these kinds of things. So, yeah.
Right. He's disabled, but he's not stupid.
Yeah, he's very intelligent. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. And just because he has cerebral palsy don't mean he's not in his right mind. I was telling somebody the other night, I work with a whole lot of people with cerebral palsy, honey. And people they on Facebook, they got jobs, they get you fired, they cuss you out, they do all kinds of underhanded things. I work with plenty of cerebral palsy people with the diagnosis of cerebral palsy.
Yeah, so this is the breaking news. And I saw you was the only one live, so I said I'll go ahead and give it to you so you can put it in your next.
Thank you so much for dropping it over here. Anything else you want to say?
What y'all talking about? Quanney and Jason now?
Yeah. Jason, he's in backstage, but yeah, that's what we was talking about. We were just talking about Quanney because she's right now hot on the YouTube streets. And I was just playing an old video of her having her highs and lows and her different personalities and her different behaviors.
Right. I'm just giving my opinion on that situation. No, I'm not saying Jason right for using the N word and all of that, but Quanney comes. I can't feel sorry for her. Has done some horrible things, and she has said some horrible things. She was just on her live last night saying that Sean raped his son,
Yeah,
and then now
she
you
said
want
that on my show too. She said that on my show too. And this is the thing that I'm talking about. Well, you got people, oh, he called you the N-word. Okay, you call me the N-word. That is your opinion of me, whatever the N-word is your definition. But I don't think I can get locked up for you calling me the N-word. I may could get locked up if you say that I raped my kids. See,
exactly.
the difference is you can accuse me of that and people can believe that, and I can go to court and my life can be taken away from me. I can lose my job, everything, because you said I did something to my kids, versus you call me an N-word. You call me an N-word, my life gonna stay the same as far as I know.
Right. And it's not against the law. It's not against the law for him to say that. That's freedom of speech. And I'm not saying it's right.
Right.
But there's really nothing you can do. You can ignore him, don't pay him no attention, or they're sitting there feeding him, and he's steadily eating off of them. And the more they talk about him, the more he's enjoying it. And like I said, it's hard for me to feel sorry for Quanney, because Quanney said some messed up, horrible stuff. And the way she treated you when you came back from Atlanta, and when you said what her and Teresa tried to do to you, I was like, are you kidding me? But then they want to point, oh, he's racist. But you say you're trying to get this black woman fired from her job. And then y'all putting out her information.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And they try to act like Tracy had nothing to do with it. Tracy allowed Quanney to come over there and say those things on her platform, and everybody in her chat was saying things against me. And she was riding with it and didn't want to try to change the whole narrative. Like, oh, I didn't do anything. Yes, you did, because my whole Hearts and Roses and everything called me. Well, when I went on live that Saturday in Atlanta, and they were praying for me and everything. Why would all my people be all upset over some doggone Tracy? So she must have engaged in something to have all these people mad at her the way she treated me, and I had never mistreated Tracy.
You did.
Right.
They were jealous.
Yeah. Anything else you have to say?
No, that was it.
Okay. Well, thank you for calling in with that tea, honey, and we're gonna probably discuss that too. While we on.
Okay, Miss Nicole.
Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you, and being a guest. That was so nice of her, and she said some nice things, and she said some daggone truthful things. That's exactly what she said. Stacey Robinson, Jason is back as himself, and he is showing his face. How you doing, Jason? Can you hear me? Hold on, you don't have to. Let me. Okay, hey, how you doing?
Good. So I just wanted to address, first of all, this woman said that was just on that I'm calling everybody the N-word in this sector. That's not what she's ever heard. I don't know what she imagines she's ever heard, but she's never heard me do that. What she heard last night and several times is me imitating Quanney in her voice and with her words. And if it is disturbing for you all to hear a white face say those words, good. Because those are from her, and it doesn't upset anybody when she says it. So if somebody else saying the same thing will upset them, good, because she shouldn't be saying it. And the reason I'm repeating it is so that people understand she shouldn't be saying it. And they don't understand that when she says it. So if you want to go around saying I have originated.
Hello? Hello, can y'all hear me? Is everything okay? Hold on. Let me make sure that we're not buffering. Hello, everybody. Is everything okay? Hold on. Okay, I think it might be on Jason, or is it on me?
Jason.
I don't know. It might be me. So
Hello, everybody. Can y'all hear us?
I think it's the video. I think the video is taking too much energy to broadcast. So if I close the video, I think it'll be better.
Okay, I can hear you, Jason. I can hear you. It may have been me too. My maybe buffering or something.
So what I'm saying is that, you know, this woman has been terrorizing the sector, saying these awful words, and nobody pointed it out. Nobody said it was bad. I repeated it, and suddenly that makes me a racist. No, it makes her a racist because she is calling people the N-word at large. I am not, and I never have. This is what this woman does as her content. Then she brings that content to other people's shows where she talks over them. She berates them like she did you on the one you just showed. And all you can do is just say, okay, Quanney. Okay, that's all anyone can ever do. Okay, Quanney. That's what Duchess Kelly Love does.
Hello, can y'all hear me? Testing. Can y'all hear us? Because he's going out. I just want to make sure it's not me. Okay, so you can hear me. Okay, Stacy. Okay. When it comes to like I said, as far as the name calling, you know, the only thing with me far as Tracy and Quanney, because they were the ones too perpetuating this you said the N-word and all these kinds of things. But then when it comes to you talking to your sisters and your brothers who look like you saying the N-word and worse things that can get people locked up. You putting out your sisters and your brothers' information. You said you love Black people, but yet you put out all my information. You don't know who might try to come to my door, who calling my job. You don't know how my children would be affected, but you don't want nobody white saying the N-word, but yet you're doing some things that can get me messed up in my real life.
I understand that. Quanney, I don't accept anybody calling me the N-word. I have a 16-year-old. I have a 35-year-old. I have a 16-year-old. My 16-year-old cannot use the N-word, not in my house. Now, of course, once he go out, I don't know what he does. You cannot use that word in my house.
Yeah, well, we don't really use that word either.
I don't use that word.
Every now and then it kind of slips out with me, and I don't like that, but I really try not to use that word.
Yeah,
anyone that knows me.
The day, and my son looked at me and said, "I never heard you say that word," and I had to apologize because I was so angry and I was trying to hurt that person. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't say it in anger. I don't
use the word. I was angry, and I was really trying to hurt this person. And you say things to her. When I'm in an argument battle, I'm in mode to hurt.
I get the point. Thank you.
What I'm
saying?
Yeah.
We got the point. I'm telling you, since you accused me of something that's not true.
Okay, hold on, Stacy. Let him get on his point. I think you trying to make a point to Stacy, Jason?
Since she accused me of something that's not true, I don't want to talk about when she once in anger said the N-word. I am not saying the N-word in anger. I am not someone who gets on the phone and talks to Nicole Tyler or anybody else I've ever spoken to using that word. I don't use the word on my show as part of my commentary. I don't speak like that. I don't have any sort of anger against Black people as a whole to make me use that word. I'm not interested in that word. But when you have this woman who tells you that she is a Black power leader, she calls herself Queen Quanney X, and she calls everybody at large, that word with hatred and just absolute vile negative energy seething out of the word when she yells it regularly at everybody. And then she does horrible things to Black people. Then I have the moral fortitude to repeat and to explain to you what she has done, and you all come after me as though I have originated this assault against the Black community. You conveniently skip over the facts and the source of where it is coming from, and you pin it on me as though this is my original opinion, thought, and expression. And in none of the clips Tracy has ever played you is that the case. And you are clearly an idiot if you don't notice my voice is different. My face is imitating her with my voice. And these are quotes. If you haven't figured that out with all the clips Tracy's playing, then you're an idiot, Stacey. I'm very sorry to break you the news.
Idiot. How about that? I'll be an idiot.
Well, shoot. When it comes to iBabe said something about, did a new video today, says something about I'm rolling or I'm rocking with a racist. And then at the same time, put in the big letters, I need to get my teeth fixed. Then she then took a lot of my personal images, put them on her platform, saying how my body looks this, my body looks that. She showed stuff that Jason had said about me and all these things. And I'm like, okay, so you're telling me that I'm rocking with a racist. But then at the same time, you're showing video of him insulting me, and you are supposed to be a black woman, you insulting me as well. Who the hell should I be mad at? So I'm not mad at neither one of y'all. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna be mad at neither one of y'all. Because you want me to allow you as a black person to talk about my looks and my appearance, call me all kinds of names, judge my character while posting up my images and saying I'm doing things, I'm rocking with a racist. What are you doing if you're talking about me as well? And see, that's the thing. That's why I try not to get mad at neither person, because at the same time, people want me to be abused by my own people. Is that what we're at now? Where I can allow a black person to abuse me? No abuse is good. No kinds of ways.
And that
played
was a comical drag and roast clip.
Okay, hold on, Jason. Let him get his part out. Then I'll ask him, Stacey. Go ahead, get your point out, Jason.
That clip that she played of me saying those things about you, that clip was months ago in a comical drag and roast, and you can tell by the manner in which I'm saying it that these are off the cuff, very sort of flippant little insults that are not really designed to do any major damage. She put a whole video together to assault your character, reputation, and channel, and she used that off the cuff.
No, I feel the same way. She did. I'm not doing this to her, but she's taking my images. She didn't ask for to use my images. She put it up there with fair use, and she talks about my character. She talks about my appearance, and she does do this. Even if she don't have Jason in the clip, she talks about me. So, and I'm not supposed to accept. Am I supposed to accept that because she's black? I mean, come on. That's why I don't get mad at Jason and I don't get mad at her. I just go ahead on and let it go. Let you make your money off of me. But for the sake of this argument, I'm gonna say what I have to say for the sake of the argument. But in my real life, I don't care.
You can flag her. You can fight her back. You can flag her. But in the same token, ask Jason. He got the Quanney. Why did he get that lady fired from her job?
Because she was getting free plane tickets to come kill my parents. Which she explicitly stated.
What?
So what? All right, well, go fuck yourself. How about that? So
all right, let's tone it down. Let's tone it down. Hold on. Let me say this, Stacey. Now I have to agree with that answer, because if somebody was saying they work for an airline and they coming to kill my parents, I would think that may be an imminent threat. Now, I've had people threaten me. I done called the police twice on people on YouTube, and they didn't even say they was going to kill my parents. So I could understand you if somebody's saying they're going to do something to my parents. I might take that as an imminent threat.
Because she gets a free ride on an airplane. If you work for the airline, that's what they do. Everybody that works for the airline flies.
Well, that's just fine for people not claiming to use those tickets to kill people's parents.
Do you think if somebody would have said they were going to come kill your parents, Stacey, how would you feel about that?
Tracy saying something about you. Did you have the police roll up on her? Tracy was the one who brought your ass to YouTube, telling everybody about you.
You know what? I'm sorry, Stacey. You're not intelligent enough for me to have a conversation.
Well, I don't agree with that. I think she's doing a great job, Jason.
Well, she's not making any sense at all, and she's not being rational. So I can't have a conversation with anyone who's not intelligent making it.
Well, Jason, she asked about Tracy. I think she switched up the question and then she asked about Tracy.
Well,
she said,
no. Let's stick to her question and not switch it up when she's losing the fucking battle here. She said, "Why would I get her fired?" You and I and everybody in the chat agree that when somebody tells you that they're going to get on a free plane ticket to come kill your parents, you might want to try to revoke that privilege from them.
Wait a minute. Now, do you really think they're gonna do that?
Well, I called the police twice, Stacey. I didn't call the police on 2 people on YouTube, and they didn't say they were gonna kill my mama. So if somebody said they're gonna kill my mama, so
I understand that. Jason has said some things to Quanney too.
I have never told Quanney I was flying to kill her parents. Why don't you stick to the topic?
I can talk about this. Is not your. I'm not on your platform, sir.
No, but you're also not making any sense, and you're making a fool out of yourself.
Nicole.
You're making a fool out of yourself. You're not making any sense.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Jason, do you have a question for Stacey?
Stacey,
hold on, let me see what this question is for you. Hold on, Jason, ask your question.
Stacey, can you leave the platform? Thank you.
Oh Lord, no, she's my guest. She wanted to call in because she wanted to talk about Quanney. Okay, Stacey, what did you have anything else to say about Quanney?
All I'm saying is Quanney. I'm not saying when I say I accept Quanney for who she is. I'm not talking about the doctor. I'm definitely not talking about the kids. I think it was wrong. But anybody to talk. My thing is, y'all came to YouTube, this platform. Y'all kids didn't come. Your parents didn't come. I'm not saying that shit is right, Nicole. That's not what I'm saying. In the same token, Jason and Quanney were going back and forth. Back and forth. Jason was the one, I think, who pulled up Quanney's information first. That's when Quanney got mad.
No. False.
Okay, what's the real truth, Jason?
This woman decided I was the wrench. Yeah. She started doxing me and my family and threatening our lives. Period.
Did you hear that, Stacey? He said that she thought that he was the wrench.
I heard that. In the same token.
No, there's no same token, lady. I'm defending myself, period.
We would have never known nothing about his platform, nothing about his disrespectful ass, period.
But, you know, Quanney says that this is an entertainment application, but yeah, she's spreading out all my information, all my kids' information, looking up our background checks and doing all this stuff on us on the entertainment application. She didn't put just not his, she didn't put a lot of people's information out there.
She threatened to do it to DKL last night. She threatened to do it to DKL.
Because I said, this is going too far. Why would she put that boy's child out there like that? That boy has nothing to do with this. I don't believe in doxing people's kids, the parent. I don't believe in that, no. In the same token, I don't believe in stopping nobody's bag. I'm not going to sit there, Nicole, and call your job, say X, Y, Z over some mess on YouTube.
But that's you, Stacey. We're talking about Quanney. That's what Quanney does, though, Stacey.
This woman is not aware.
But you said that we have to accept Quanney for the way she is. No. Should we accept her calling our jobs?
I'm not saying that part, Quanney. I'm talking about when, Nicole, I'm talking about when Quanney get to going off crying. I'm talking about that part of Quanney. Nicole, you know I don't expect I don't agree with anybody calling anybody's job, anybody doxing anybody's children. I don't believe in that.
What about threatening people's parents' lives? What about threatening to kill your parents?
I'm not talking about
to kill your parents.
No.
What about threats?
I'm not talking about is she calling your job. I'm not talking about that part of Quanney. I'm talking about with her high and her low.
No, of course you don't want to talk about that part because your whole argument is destroyed when you talk about that part. You don't want to talk about facts. You can't talk about facts.
How are you going to tell me what I want to talk about? I don't even know this man. So how can he tell me about me? Only I can tell you about me.
No, you've told us all that you don't want to discuss facts and you want to protect Quanney.
That's not what I said.
She does is wrong.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all.
Everything she does, you don't agree with, but you keep defending her and making excuses for her and deflecting for her.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, well, it can appear that way because you're saying that we can't change Quanney, we have to accept her. And I was telling you that she can do all of that stuff on her platform, but when she engaged in others like coming on my platform or coming on DKL, then she has to allow. Then you have 5 or 6 people. You have to be able to listen and give commentary. Did I stop her when?
You cannot blame nobody but yourself. You should have said, "Hold up, Quanney."
We was having a if you go back and watch the video, all us was talking. I was doing the phones, listening to Quanney, taking calls, and talking to the chat. I did all of that. But you said that you told me I should have let Quanney talk, and I was like, I thought I was letting her talk.
No. When I mean let her talk, get her on the show. That's what I meant. Because remember, I called because I thought you was live then. Because I had just came in from the store. And I'm like, oh, shit, I catch Nicole. I really thought you was live.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I want to go back to something that this caller doesn't like to discuss.
Said that. I thought she was talking about when she went off on, what's his name?
Okay.
Craig, Ness.
And this woman said that I was the wrench. This woman said that I was the wrench and my parents needed to be killed.
Yeah. Well, how it first came about was she called me and asked me to go live again because I think I had already went live, and then she asked me to go live again because she wanted to get out some tea. I did not know what the tea really was. I really thought it was going to be about Jason because her and Jason was really into it at that time. But she went into it about Fab Babe, Sean, Jay Wilson. She started talking about everybody and saying some crazy things on that live. And that's why if you watch that live, you're going to see me looking crazy because I'm like, this ain't what we discussed. I thought you were going to say A, B, C, and D, and you saying all kind of stuff.
Right. See, I came in half-ass, however y'all say it. Yeah, and I just came in from a grocery store. So I said, oh, shit, Quanney talking about Justice Kelly Love. And then that's when I called and you said, no, you're watching the replay. And I said, oh, well, let me watch it. I didn't even know it was about her and him. Because when they started talking about him and Sir King, I get off.
Yeah, no, it wasn't about DKL and none of that stuff, but it was about at that time. She said she had did some things to Fab Babe, and I was like, okay. But anyway.
I just want to make this point clear that this woman really.
Hold on, Stacey. Let it.
Nicole,
okay, get it out, Jason.
Really, I don't know who this woman is aligned with or what her agenda is, but she's really trying to make sure that we obfuscate a very clear point, and I'm not going to let her do that. This woman, Quanney, is someone who gets on her show and says horrible things about Black people in general using the N-word every night with a lot of hate and rage and racist things that come out of her mouth every night. She says all these antiquated terms and alligator bait and nigger. I mean, I haven't even heard that since like 1930s. And so she's bringing up all this stuff nobody else in the whole sector is saying. Combine that, and she always has. She's always been the only racist in this sector. Now you combine that with the fact that she flew to Susie with a free plane ticket from her job and proved it, had pictures to prove it. And she went to Susie's son's school, took pictures of him in the schoolyard, and she followed Susie into a store, took pictures of Susie there, and she had pictures and proved it and bragged about it. And she said she was going to stick a screwdriver in Susie and her children and kill them with it because she could get it on a plane that she gets free tickets for. Now, you fast forward maybe 4 months. She is putting pictures of my parents' neighborhood, their names and addresses. I've done nothing to her relatives. And she's saying she's there now. She packed a gown. And the night before, she warned us all that she was doing it and she was going to slit honkies' throats. Now, you, genius caller, who you say is so smart, I know you don't want us to point all those details out because you get them all and you want to skip over them and call me a racist and say I'm unreasonable for trying to revoke her privilege of flying around. But I am very reasonable to make sure this woman couldn't get on a plane and hurt me or anybody else, considering what she's done before and what she says every single night. The woman is a danger to society. And you have some sort of reason, I don't know what it is, to distract us all from seeing her as a racist and someone who abuses this sector, period.
But Stacey, do you understand?
What do you see yourself as? What do you see yourself as?
I don't compare myself to the things she's doing. It's irrelevant.
What do you see yourself as?
I'm a person. I'm a human being. I'm a human being.
So it's Quanney. What do you see?
You keep defending the indefensible, and you watch your credibility go down. You watch how nobody respects you anymore for the things you're saying.
What have you done? What do you? How can you fix this situation? Let me ask that.
I have been fixing it.
Okay. What have you done? You got her fired. What else?
That's enough.
That's enough? You know so much about Quanney. Quanney is dead wrong for this, dead wrong for that. She has to take accountability for her wrong. Let's talk about Jason.
No. Let's stick on the topic at hand here. We're not talking about Jason. The show's about Quanney. Don't try to make it about me.
But you came on talking about Quanney, so I'm asking
because the fucking topic is her, you idiot.
Okay, then you done cursed me how many times?
Yeah, Jason. Yeah, calm down with the cursing.
No, it's okay that he cursed me because when I come back, my clap game gonna be raised.
Well, I don't want neither one of y'all cursing for real because I'm not cursing.
I'm not gonna disrespect your channel. All I'm saying is he need to calm down. I'm not Quanney. Now dox to me.
When you don't want to be doxxed. And at the same, when it comes to Quanney, Stacey, the severity of the things that she has said and done on YouTube has resulted in her getting fired and also resulting in her going to court because she's taking this stuff off of YouTube, which is an entertainment application. And she has stalked and threatened other people outside of YouTube for years, that the lady was scared for her life and her friends and everything had to tell this lady to take Quanney to court. That's how severe some of the things that Quanney has done.
So is Quanney the only one? You got Tracy, you got Five Babe, you got QB, and the list you got Jason.
But when it comes to me, I'm only talking about what has come to me. And when it,
nobody,
go ahead.
Nobody is getting on a plane to follow people and threaten to put screwdrivers in their kids. Nobody is getting on the radio every night, the YouTube every night, screaming N-word. Nobody is doing that, Cindy. I'm so sorry you're confused as always.
So who has the video of Quanney doing that? Who has the receipts of Quanney doing that?
Who has the receipts of what? Of what?
Of her getting on the plane, going to this child's school, following him. Who has the receipt?
Well, nobody has the receipts, but she said that's what she said. I didn't believe she did that.
She showed the photos and broadcast the video. I have the photos.
Oh, you said she showed the photos?
She showed the photos on her show and broadcasted. I have the one.
I have not seen that on Quanney.
Hold on. Say that again, Jason. You said she showed the photos?
Yes.
No, she did. You lied.
No, I'm not lying.
The only person I knew had the photos was Onsite April and Onsite April and Five Babe. And maybe Sean Bradley. Maybe that's a maybe.
It's supposed to be Sean who was the one following the child. Had somebody following the child.
Well, why was she taking credit for it?
But nobody ever proved that because nobody never proved that because Onsite April came out and said that she had some heavy hitters. Then Onsite April said Sean Bradley had some heavy hitters. And then Quanney came out and said it was her that followed the damn
and showed
fault.
The pictures. It was her. And she showed the pictures. And I have one.
Now, the only person I know that showed the pictures was Five Babe. I don't know nobody else that showed the pictures.
Quanney did.
Thank you. And it wasn't Quanney was the one following the child.
Yeah, Quanney just said that she did.
Okay, well, how were you there to know? Because Susie believes it's Quanney. And Susie was there. And Quanney says she did it. And Quanney.
No, I'm just saying what they said. I didn't say they did. I said that is what they said. What that's what Quanney said.
The victim in the case who was there says it's Quanney, and Quanney claimed credit for it. So if the two people involved each say it's Quanney, I believe the two people involved.
Well, Quanney do say things with without receipts because she said she paid Fab Babe's rent twice. Ain't showed the receipt yet.
Do you think she paid Fab Babe's rent?
I don't think it now because she didn't show no receipt. But let me tell you, Stacy, that day that she put some receipts on her channel saying that she was flying to Florida to see Jason Parents or something. And I saw it and I thought, because I believed Quanney at the time. I didn't know Quanney tell lies at that time. So I called Quanney and I said, well, Quanney, you flying all the way to Florida? I said, you could have came to visit me like that. And so then she said something about, do you think that was true that I'm flying to Florida? And I said, well, you just said it on your, you said it on your community.
Yeah. Everybody believed
everything was okay. I didn't think nothing of it. So then she called me back that night. She had been drinking and she tried to cuss me out. Well, she won't cuss him, but she was really pissed off about me calling her, asking her about going to Florida. And I just was basically saying, well, that's what you said. I thought that she was a real honest person.
Everybody believed
that she was lying. And I said, what? So yeah, she don't tell the truth.
She had multiple posts about it. Nobody thought she was kidding.
Every last one of them. You just listen to them. Listen now, and let me shut up before that person blocks me. Listen to what vacation going to be now. Vacation supposed to have been all of this. Everybody done donated all this money. Now we're going to be, y'all still going to get the taste of Chicago, but it's not going to be the taste of Chicago. I'm not going to tell y'all, I'm going to send y'all an email.
Woman has cognitive issues, Nicole. Nicole, this woman has some cognitive issues.
Well, I'm not even keeping up with the Fab Babe vacation. I'm not really keeping up with that, y'all, to be honest, because I don't. It's a lot of stuff going on as far as the virus and states still closed down. So I just don't want to hear none of. I don't want to be I don't even want to listen to it. I just hope everybody have a nice time wherever they go.
100. Don't nobody want to talk about the group now. Same thing with Sean. When Sean said that
this woman is just messy. This woman is just here to start shit with everybody. This woman is nonsense.
The man, whoever he is, say that they
Who cares about what you're talking about? Why are you talking about things that are not on topic?
Whatever it was. I said, how did they do that? How did they do that?
Why is she talking about things that are completely off topic every time we get to a serious point?
Sean came out. I was ready for it.
Oh God!
And Sean came out and said it's not my fault that he didn't stop payment on his bank card. I kept saying, how are they taking money from him? But no, everybody ran with it. Sean duped the people. So it's
I cannot with this woman. I'm sorry. There's something wrong with this woman.
But Jason, are you up on the Raphael situation?
It's not my business, no. And again, you're getting into interpersonal stuff where we don't know what really happened, so you'd just be wasting your time to guess, right?
Yeah, well, we had a caller come on while you were coming on, and she was saying that that the Raphael, just to bring it back, because people just coming into the room. So we did have a person come on to StreamYard, and she did say that Raphael, he got away with $1,000 in cash apps. He's hooking up with Nika, trying to show her receipts, and that everything that he was saying about Sean is not true. So that's what was exposed on the channel. It was an exclusive on my channel today.
Wait, what was he saying about Sean that isn't true?
I think he was saying that Sean or Todd allegedly got made off with $150 to $300 of his money for a hotel or for Vegas 20. And since we've had all the virus situation, everything got closed. I guess he wanted his money back, but I don't think that he canceled his hotel stay. And so he was trying to say that they stole his money and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, but you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the $100 that Lady Nika stole. Remember that? From Alabama Amanda or whatever her name.
Oh yeah. Did that person ever give her the money back? Whatever happened with that $100?
Remember that whiny white woman, Alabama Amanda or whatever? Fucking
yeah, South Side Alabama, South Home. I can't think of that.
So this reminds me of that. Like, you know what I care more about? I care more about a racist.
He'll be back. But yeah, I remember that. But
see, I don't care about $150 from someone who forgot to cancel a registration, maybe or maybe not. What I care about is a racist woman who gets on YouTube every night and gets away with it, destroying the unity in the Black community, and people call it an entertainment application. Stalking people and terrorizing people and ruining their lives, and then crying uncle when people stop her from doing it. That's what I think is more important than somebody's missing $150. And I think that's why this woman is still around.
So what you want to happen to Quanney? You want to
switching the topic. They always want to switch the topic when the heat starts to come up. When things starts to make sense, people like this caller want to talk about $150 missing from Alamanda. And that's not really what we should be talking about. The really important.
But look, Jason, what was your correspondence with DKL in the emails?
What do you mean?
I mean, aren't you in some new beef now with Quanney and DKL? What's going on with that? Because Quanney is upset again about some emails and saying that you and DKL was her friend, and now she feels betrayed.
He was never such a good friend of hers, and he showed you all in the text message between the two of them that they barely spoke, and that she was not even concerned enough to confide in him with her feelings on the matter, and he sure as fuck didn't care enough about his friend to take a side on the dispute between me and his friend. So I think we all know that this whole YouTube image of them being friends is a joke. She's a subscriber that calls his show sometimes and has his number. That's really what it boils down to. They do come from the same town and or same region, same city, but they never knew each other before YouTube, and they've only talked to each other on YouTube. They had lunch a couple times. So in terms of their loyalty and this big, it's first of all not a big rift because he never meant much to her. He never meant much to her, and he showed you the text messages to back that up, that he wasn't really speaking with her regularly about anything of any significance. She never confided her feelings with him or anything else. So let me just, roll it back a little. It's not like I have destroyed or gotten between anything, because there was nothing in the first place. So let's just call a spade, or as she says, call a thing a thing. There was nothing there. They were not good friends in the first place. And I was about as good a friend. I didn't eat with him. And that's, about it. Am I from his city? No. Am I someone who is listening to him and communicating with him? Sure. So is she. That doesn't, it's basically like if I picked a random subscriber of yours and then someone that you had lunch with off of YouTube and said, now, what about this? Well, they're two completely different relationships. They're both on YouTube, and it's nothing serious either way. I think that's my opinion of it. And she's trying to make it into this whole big, click and view thing. They weren't even good friends. Look at how she was going to talk about his youthful prostitution when he was younger. Did you guys catch that shit?
Whoa, what? That shit? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, well, listen again, because she talks about it. There's a Quanney page where her rants are reposted, the ones that she's the most embarrassed about. And there was definitely a reference to him being too sexually promiscuous as a child, and that maybe she was going to spill some detailed tea on that.
Oh,
so
Lord.
This is a woman who, really is a despicable person you should not let in your home or certainly break bread with or communicate with. And I was trying to convey to him that he has other more interesting people, such as myself or you or anyone, that might be able to give him the click and the view and the interesting content that he's getting from her without the self-destruction and without the degradation that she offers to him. The way she berates him and rolls over, steamrollers over everything he's saying and wants to do is what I was trying to free him from. I don't think his relationship with Ken is that way, and I don't understand why he tolerates it. It's very, very
well, Jason, he is a grown man, so you just have to let him tolerate her and
Absolutely.
let her,
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, I have nothing to do with either one of them. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, just let them. That's their friendship,
Absolutely. And that's what I said. That's what I said the other night. I did a video the other night. I'm in front of I'm on my couch, one of my couches, and I'm in front of a purple rug. And that's what I said the whole show. I was like, they're gonna make up. By the way, it was before they made up. I said, they're going to make up tonight or tomorrow. I assure all of you. And I'm not, what am I going to do? These are two adults. They can do what they want. I literally did a whole show about that. And I feel that way too. I agree.
Okay. Well, you got anything else you want to say, Stacey?
No, when I said Quanney, except Quanney for who she is, I'm talking about the rant, the raving, her highs, her lows. I'm not talking about doxing people and all of that. When anybody does it, it's wrong. It's wrong. Again, when I seen Tracy put that little boy's picture out there, mess, no, that, whatever, it was wrong.
I'm totally against that. I don't like that at all.
Come for me. I can handle me. But you come for my two and my two grandkids, oh, it's on and popping. Like I said, docs to me. When you talk about my kids, my grandkids, that's totally off limits.
Yeah, so the ranting and raving, though, calling everybody the N-word is okay, though, right? The ranting and raving, calling everyone the N-word every night is okay, though, right?
I don't allow for nobody to call me the N-word.
No, we're not talking about nobody. We're talking about, you just said her ranting and raving was something we had to accept. So we're supposed to accept this verbal abuse every night. Okay,
when Quanney says niggas, what am I going to do? Come through the TV?
Well, you just said we have to accept her. So are you sanctioning her abuse and her racism?
But do y'all think I should get upset if people call me that now? Why is it that people want me to get upset if somebody call me that? But I gotta accept everything everybody says about me. Anybody can say anything about me.
This is your platform. You don't have to accept anything. When she came onto your
I don't pay this stuff no attention.
So you're condoning Quanney saying these words every night.
This is your platform. Take control over your platform. Don't let me do it, Quanney do it, nobody do it. If you do not accept it, you should have said, hold up, Quanney, not on my platform.
But what are you talking about? What did she do on my platform that I let her do?
No.
We're talking about every night.
Well, you just saying generally speaking? Oh, generally speaking. Okay, because I didn't know what you were saying. Okay.
I want to answer the question, Nicole. This woman is deflecting as she picking up the phone the entire conversation.
It took you a minute to accept.
The question was, you're saying we should accept Quanney calling everyone
you used to get mad at me when I'm a day one. And you would get so mad.
I did not know because I did not understand where you were coming from. Because me and you weren't talking, and you would be putting things in the chat, and I was going by what you were saying in the chat, just like I still do today to certain people that come in the chat. And in my opinion, you was at that time, maybe in my mind, you was causing division on my channel.
No, only thing I do, I'm a Gemini. I'm sorry. Only thing I do, I might bring out.
Okay. So you can't decide. You can't decide on a position because you're a Gemini.
Nicole, with you, I'm gonna pick up this phone and call you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would never, when I say and I mean this, I would never blast you on YouTube. I would never disrespect your platform. I'm saying with anybody.
Hold on, Jason. Let her get her last point. Hold on so we can hear you, Jason. Go ahead, Stacey. Say your last point.
3 hours. I'm talking about with anybody, not just you, Nicole. When if I see somebody talking about you on their platform, I'm texting like shit. I ain't got my glasses, spelling shit wrong. I get mad. You get what I'm saying? Because I know how you are. So when people saying that, I'm like, all of this over a trip to Atlanta, something that she couldn't even talk about, and everybody is mad. Why? All I want to see anybody do is grow. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, Jason, what was your last point, Jason, that you had?
I just wanted to point out she's not the only one that does that in this sector. But every time we really get to the meat and potatoes of the matter, even if it's an individual question, she and many other people like to point to any other shiny object or distraction, change the subject, move the goalpost. This is something the beef sector does. This is something that is anti-productive. I'm sorry, is counterproductive, and it is very transparent to somebody whose mind, like mine, is smart enough to stay on topic. The topic that this woman keeps getting off of, no matter how I address it or you address it, is that Quanney's behavior every single night, dragging children, which this woman has never once said on this conversation. Quanney drags children every night and it's wrong. No, she talks, as soon as we talk about Quanney's behavior, she and everybody else wants to point to anybody else in the entire sector that's done something wrong and is not Quanney, as long as we're not talking about Quanney. So I'm bringing it back to what the topic of the show is, what this woman and everybody else don't want to allow to have happen, which is a discussion of the fact that this woman, Quanney, gets on every night. She says the N-word with absolute seething hatred at large for Black people. She goes into great detail of gator bait and all these other antiquated Negro, Jim Crow type bizarre concepts that most people are too young to even be familiar with. And she's pushing this as an assault upon the ears of everybody in this sector. And it is unacceptable. She's the only person who says these things. She is the only person who behaves this way. I am the only person who repeats it and points it out, and you all blame me as though I am the originator for it and I am guilty for her sins. I am the person who is telling you it is wrong, and I am the person who is showing you how wrong it is. If I have to say her words exactly in her voice to upset you finally, well, then so be it, because you need to be upset to get her the fuck to behave or away. And nobody seems to want to do either. Nobody wants to get her to behave or get her away. I am the only person, and you call me racist for that noble pursuit of trying to have all of us not be subjected to her abuse, her doxing, her disgusting mental images of children and their sexual abuses, of people being eaten, babies being eaten by alligator, all these horrible things that she puts into our head. This woman is despicable. And every time I point this out, somebody wants to point to some shiny object.
Well, when it comes to, when it comes to, because Stacy said, well, what do you want done? But the truth is, the only thing is you just can't support that kind of rhetoric. And I'm calling it rhetoric. I say it's rhetoric. Some people might do think it's entertainment. It's rhetoric. I don't support it, and I don't go listen to that kind of stuff.
But Stacy is condoning it. Many other people do.
Yeah, your mic isn't loud, Jason. Your mic is low.
Do you have a petition out? Are we signing anything against Quanney? What are we doing? You keep going from platform to platform.
First of all, I don't need a petition with a bunch of people.
What is your end game? What are you doing about it?
I believe I just told you my end game, to get her to behave or to get her away. And I asked for participation, and there is
what are we doing?
Because people like you don't
I'm just not going to support it. She has freedom of speech, but I don't have to support it, and I don't have to listen to it.
Absolutely.
You are condoning it, Stacy. Stacy, you are condoning it. Stacy, you are condoning this behavior. You are condoning her behavior.
Well, let me bring up this other person, this Cassie Jackson. And the only reason why I feel really, really strongly about her being a damn racist is because the way she has portrayed me, Hattie, and 7 Stars. And then she comes over here and take some of my video and then turn my good message to Black people into a negative. And then she turns it into saying derogatory things, saying that I'm part of a KKK and all this kind of stuff. So when somebody is saying that kind of stuff about me and my message, I take it personally. So that's why I'm coming at Cassie Jackson, because that's what I think she is doing to me and my message and to my audience over here by trying to say that I'm putting out negative messages towards Black people. And that's a damn lie. And when I got somebody like that coming for me, I'm going to go at them as hard as I can. No, so I just wanted to put that out about Cassie Jackson.
No, I'm not the wrench, and no, I don't inbox anybody on Instagram. I don't even do Instagram except for business.
That is what I wanted to say on record about her.
Well, Nicole, I want to ask you a question. Why is it that you think get on a panel and the subject of Quanney's misbehavior comes up? Why is it that everybody behaves like Stacy here? Why is it that nobody wants to really hold Quanney's feet to the fire?
Hold on. I couldn't hear you. You said, why does everybody Sounds
Why
like
is
Stacey.
everybody behaving like Stacey here? And why is everybody pointing to everything else across the room? Oh, you control your platform. Well, my platform, and you should.
Well, we trying to stay on the topic of Quanney, friend or foe, and the things that she has done. And also with you being up here, Jason, you know, it always goes into you disrespected black people and things. People always take it to that point when it comes to you and Quanney and things and me.
Nobody wants to have.
And you did apologize. You did apologize. So I must put that out there to be fair. But that daggone Cassie ain't apologized at all.
If I'm not on the panel at all, if it is not me at all whatsoever, nobody's talking about me, and there's people talking about Quanney's behavior, why is it that the guests in the panel always seem to want to talk about anything else but holding Quanney's feet to the fire? Why is that in this sector? This woman is the only racist, the only person behaving this way about black people. There is nobody oppressing black people, saying horrible things about black people every night. There's nobody doing it except for her. But why is it that when people talk about that, and I'm not even on the show, why is it that they can't get 5 minutes into the conversation without somebody changing the subject to make it about Sean Bradley, about Phi Babe, anything other than holding?
I think maybe because they deflected, maybe they embarrassed Jason when Quanney is on the platform, and they embarrassed for her.
But
maybe they embarrassed for her, and they know if they do call her out, she's just going to talk about say it's an entertainment application. She don't care, and your kids molested, and all this weird stuff that she says.
But it's racism. So if 5 people discuss Quanney and she's not there and I'm not there, whenever it gets to the point in the conversation where people are like, wait a second, there really is nobody talking about niggas, nigristas, every conjugation, every night, screaming it. And it's all this antiquated Jim Crow racist propaganda stuff straight out of Jim Crow era. Why is nobody ever talking about this? Then when they do for 5 minutes, somebody out of the blue says, let's talk about Sean Bradley. Let's talk about Friday. Let's talk about anything else. Let's talk about anything else. Oh, here she goes talking over me.
Hold on, Stacey.
Over me. Don't you dare talk over me.
Hold on, Jason. Get out your point, Jason, so we can hear you, because your mic is kind of low. Finish your point.
Why is it that everybody will not allow this to happen? The conversation can never get to the point where you hold Quanney responsible.
Well, I just answered you. I told you the answer, Jason. The answer is that they're embarrassed for her, and that they don't, and they know that if they
racism, this is racism.
She's gonna cut them
for the racist.
She's gonna say she's grown. She's gonna say she's grown. It's her right, her first right amendment. She can freedom of speech. So they don't hold her responsible.
Why don't they? But she is racist, and she's oppressing black people nightly.
Well, she's not oppressing me, because I don't listen to that kind of stuff that she talks about, Jason. She don't oppress me, Jason.
I agree.
She don't oppress me.
I agree.
Okay, hold on, Jason. Let Stacey say her point. What did you have to say, Stacey?
All I'm saying is, what are we going to do? What about the lady that was disrespecting you, saying that you're a racist? Now, that's racist.
That was crazy. See, the thing with her
that we need to be having, Quanney, I'm not saying, I hate to keep repeating myself. I'm not saying that Quanney is right for talking about doxing. I'm not saying all of that. All I'm saying is when Quanney gets the high and the lows. You know how.
But that's what I started off the program saying about Quanney.
They're both despicable.
But at the same
her
time,
highs are despicable and her lows are despicable.
That part. I'm not talking about the doxing, Jason, because most of everybody is doxing.
But that's just like Stacey. That's just like saying you can accept her for her personality highs and lows, but you can't accept her for all the horrible things that she's done to the people on YouTube. Now you can't. I'm not. You can't choose. Oh, I'm going to tip you for this, and I'm not going. No.
No, yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Well, no, you can. You can, but I won't. I won't accept her for that. She has to be held to the fire for what she has done to me, for one thing.
Nicole, I told you I have a girlfriend like Quanney. And when she gets to cursing me out, because she goes low, I block her ass for like a year.
But is she coming to your door and trying to say things about your husband and your children and doing crazy stuff like Quanney?
Yes, she was. That's why I have not invited her into my home. Then the girl came to my house and I had to beat her ass. I didn't want to say that on TV. So I know a person like I have accepted her, but in spells. I can only.
I ain't gonna accept her at all. I ain't you, but that's you. That's you. You want to stop that kind of behavior? That ain't me. I ain't accepting that kind of behavior.
So I told you, I know somebody like Quanney. You have
okay.
You all have to accept people for who they are, whether you want them in your life or you don't. We don't have to watch Quanney's platform.
Yeah, I don't watch her platform, and I don't accept Quanney.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Problem.
All this.
We have an entire criminal justice system.
And Jason, you too, Jason. I mean, I do know it's content for you, Jason, but you don't have to accept her either. You don't have to do nothing else on her after today. You can just.
I don't accept a lot of things that fill the prisons, but the prisons are full for a fucking reason. When you turn your head, it's still going on, and then it comes to your doorstep.
Well, look at that white lady that was out there talking about Nicole and some more. Go get her so she can get her ass locked up too.
You talking about what? Were you talking about Cassie? Cassie Jackson?
Yes, whoever she is. I don't watch her.
I don't watch her either. I'm done with her, and
using your material, twisting it around.
Right.
Let's get her locked up. They got one more space for that white lady.
Well, I think she's Asian. I think she's an Asian lady.
I don't care what she is. They got space for her.
Well, she's a troll.
So
she didn't infiltrate the sector, made everybody like her.
And when do we start holding her accountable?
Her information.
Oh, you telling Jason to do that? Oh, okay.
I'm so tired of him talking about Quanney. I don't know what to do. I'm not saying that Quanney is right. See how this man came the first time on your platform as Quanney? No, why not just come as Jason?
Why not? Why not? Because of the exact same reason. The exact same reason. You want to answer, or you want to give me the answer to my own question?
Well, hell, you put it out there, didn't you?
So you want the answer, or are you going to answer the question for me?
I asked you, what do you want to be done? What can we do? What was your answer? Nothing. All you keep saying is she uses the N-word. She the one who did this.
No, I gave you an answer. I said we need to stop her from behaving this way or get her off of YouTube. That is the answer. I said it many times. We need to stop her from behaving this way, or we need to get her off of YouTube. We need to stop her from behaving this way, or we need to get her off of YouTube. I don't know what your listening comprehension is.
But the thing is there are people who like Quanney and they think that all of that she does is entertainment.
Racists like her. People who hate black people like her. Same thing with Tommy Sotomayor. The people who donate to him are all white supremacists.
Okay, say that again, Jason.
It's the same thing with Tommy Sotomayor. All the people that donate to him are white supremacists. If you look at his super chats and you click on the people that are donating to him. So
yeah, well, he's another place we don't have on the platform. Yeah, he's another one.
They both have a lot of fans. That doesn't mean that you accept it and you allow it to go on and you turn your head until the Klan shows up at your door.
That's true. You're right. You're right about that.
Either you choose or you don't.
Yeah, well, I don't accept that now. I don't accept that. That goes
what the prisons are full of.
And I have standards and I have morals, integrity, and for my people, for people that look like me, I'm not gonna allow nobody to give me money to go against my principles. I'm not gonna do that.
I'd like to point out. I just want to point out that Tatiana discovered, and it was a very good piece of reporting.
Hold on, Stacey. Say it again, Jason. I'm sorry.
I'd like to point out that Tatiana discovered, and it was a very, very good piece of reporting that Tatiana discovered. I don't know if she did a video on it, but it was many months ago that she discovered this.
About who?
She went back and she found that word, that NB word that Quanney loves to use, and that Tatiana comes from a very good family and she has a very good education. And she told me when she first heard that word, it hit her in her ears a certain way because she had never heard anybody combine those two words. And she did a little bit of research etymologically, and she discovered that fans of Tommy Sotomayor who were content creators were using that word because he originated it.
Oh yeah,
7
I
stars.
don't know
Tracy,
anybody that use that in my
7
environment.
stars. 7 stars. Tracy, Quanney, and 2 other people, I can't remember who they were, all use that word on their shows, and Tatiana listened to all of them, and she traced it back to one source, Tommy Sotomayor. So
Oh,
you
wow.
can ignore all you want. You can say, I don't accept it and I won't listen to it all you want, but it sure spreads while you do that.
Yeah, well, I won't respect that kind of content. I don't say that kind of word. I don't even say that word in where I live, in my environment, to my children. I don't talk like that. So I won't be saying that kind of talk. I don't talk like that.
So don't you think that we need to be going up against YouTube instead of whatever his name is? Because I'm Tommy Sotomayor or Quanney. It looks like we ought to be going after YouTube. We're going after the wrong people. So Jason, let's go against YouTube, not Quanney.
Well, if you have the legal team and the war chest for that, you can. I'm going after Quanney right now.
But what is that going to do? That's just going to hype her up even more. I mean, she has the right to say what she wants to say. If you feel as though that it should not be on YouTube, it looks like we ought to go up against YouTube.
Well, that's how. Well, you know what? I understand that's your perception. Gail in the chat here. Gail thinks that there's something called an M game, a letter M game. And she doesn't understand and support my M game. Well, Gail and Cindy, or I'm sorry, I forgot your name. I don't think either one of you are comprehending the stuff that I'm comprehending. So no, I'm not going after Google for this particular battle. I'm going after Quanney because I understand that there is no such thing as an M game. It's called an end game, E-N-D. E-N-D as an end of story game. So people like Gail in the chat and then our guest here on the panel are not people that I'm going to discuss strategy with because they can't grasp reality in a really accurate way. They have their own perceptions which are very skewed. I'm dealing with someone one-on-one who has attacked my family. That's it. It's a very small thing. I'm not going after Google for this. She's attacked my family. She's attacked my reputation. She made all these videos saying that I was a pedophile. She made all these videos saying that I was in mental institutions. She made all of these videos saying that I was a drug addict. She made all these videos swearing she has all this information on me. I will go directly after her and I will destroy her and her channel and her brand every time it pops up like a fucking Medusa. And I will never stop. Okay? That is the end game. E-N-D-G-A-M-E. Gail in the chat.
All right. Well, thank you for that last point. You got anything else you want to say, Stacey, before we conclude?
You have an amazing day. What he's saying doesn't make any sense. He has something against Quanney. And my thing is, if you don't want this used, you go up against YouTube, not Quanney.
Yeah, because you can't grasp the situation.
Well, what do you think about me, Stacey? You think I should go up against YouTube for Cassie? What do you think? I should do the same thing for her?
I'm talking about in general, in the whole. If nobody wants to, you just can't take one person, Nicole. Let's get all of them together, and you go up against.
Nuts. This woman doesn't even think clearly.
This is what.
Well, that's a freedom of speech. That's freedom of speech. What Cassie is doing, but long as she don't be trying to do what Quanney did by putting out my personal information, my job information, my kids' information. Like that, you did too much on that one. You didn't put out my children information. I don't know.
She was wrong.
I know, but I don't support her. I don't listen to her. So after that happened, I'm done. I don't even listen to her.
My circle is small. I only watch the same little 5 that I've been watching since came on. All the new ones, I don't know them. I don't watch them.
Yeah.
I watched the first ones that was you, James.
And do you find it entertaining when Quanney calls everybody the N-word?
I used to ride hard for Tracy. I used to ride hard for Quanney. When all of this disgusting stuff started coming out, the doxing and all of that, no.
Well, let me say this. I guess we'll go 5 more minutes or so. But when it comes to Tracy, what got on my nerves with Tracy is that everybody equated me and Tracy as joined at the damn hip. And every time people would call into the show, well, we know you and Tracy are friends. We know you and Tracy. Oh, Tracy. Like, who am I? Like, I'm nobody. And when that thing happened with Tracy, everybody jumped on me as usual. And I told them to go ahead on and leave. But just because you getting along with people in the YouTube don't mean that now all of a sudden y'all are joined at the hip. Y'all see things the same way. No, I am still myself, and I still have my principles, my morals, and what I believe. Jason is still himself. Stacey, you're still yourself. But all of us are having a conversation right now.
Yes.
So I don't understand why when people say, "Oh, you're cool with Duchess," or "You're cool with Teresa," or "You're cool with Sean," all of a sudden things that they believe now, I'm supposed to believe the same thing. No, I still have my own mind. And that's what got on my nerve with that damn Tracy stuff. People kept on calling in, "Oh, Tracy, oh, she's running your platform. Oh, she's doing this, or she's doing that." And guess what? That's one last thing I'm gonna say about Tracy. And y'all and people who are with me over here every day, y'all riddle me this. How many of y'all who have been watching my show since March, since I went to Atlanta, how many of y'all have heard any of those people call me again? Those calls have disappeared. Remember, people were calling my show, always talking about Tracy. I used to have to hang up in all these people's face. Since me and Tracy don't rock anymore, where are all the callers? I thought they were for me. But really, they weren't for me or Tracy. They just was causing division. They're trolls.
Yeah.
Now that me and Tracy don't rock, you would have thought my channel grew. Well, it's growing, but you would have thought that I would have got 1,000 extra damn subscribers the way all them people call me all the time telling me about Tracy. Then when me and Tracy not cool, they stopped calling. Right. So that lets me know they were trolls causing division. And once that separation happened, now they going somewhere else to cause more division. Yeah. So y'all get into it. Get into what I'm telling y'all about these people who don't have no end game, no beginning game, or nothing. Just cause division in your chats and on your platform.
Yeah, but what do you think Quanney's doing? Pinning everybody against each other and then spilling tea on everybody and alluding to
I don't know. She ain't got to worry about me. But I just wanted to show that video that I played earlier to let everybody know her highs, her lows. 1 minute she's talking to, sounds positive, and then in the next 10 minutes, oh, now people are mad with her, and it's an app, and I just was showing that in that video because she changed her personality a couple of times.
Oh, absolutely. That's what somebody pointed. That's what Tatiana pointed out to me is why she's not just a drunk. Because Tatiana said something really, really smart, which I had never noticed. And I've been around a lot of crazy people. But she said, Jason, you cannot be drunk and have the wild mood swings that she has. When you're drunk, and you go on a pretty mellow direction of either rage or whatever, but it doesn't go back and then forth and back. That's not what drunks do. And I was like, you know what? You're right.
But she may need medication.
She does.
She may need medication,
Yeah, I mean, Nicole, you got some people when they drink, if they drink white liquor, their whole personality, you better not touch them. They ready to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but that's one direction, and Quanney goes 5 different directions, which is not alcohol.
Everybody happy. Rounds for everybody. And he ain't even got no money. He running a tab. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, wow. Yeah. You do got those people like that. Yeah. That's true, Stacey.
Different ways when they drinking. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
People like that.
And also, and I can say this last point too, that hurt people. And a lot of things may be going wrong within her, have had things, not perfect in Quanney's life. And maybe that, and, she takes it out on the YouTube subscribers and the viewers,
And she says nobody listens. She says nobody listens, and she berates everybody because nobody listens to her. And then she comes back with, and then that's why nobody likes you all. That's why your families have run you all off. Meantime, you check her family's Facebook pages, all the Mother's Day and other events she's not allowed at. So all her brothers and sisters don't have her at any of those events. But and by the way, she was screaming and crying drunk the whole week of and the week after and the day of Mother's Day, telling us all how Mother's Day wasn't important. Do you remember that? Telling us all how we shouldn't celebrate Mother's Day and nobody needs a Mother's Day.
Crazy.
So I think that's very clearly pointing out to us all that Quanney is not successful in her personal life, and this is why she's accusing all of us of that.
Yeah. All right, you all. I'm not gonna keep y'all long. Y'all let me have to check. Go 5 more minutes. Y'all know me. I try not to go 2 and 3 and 4 hours. I don't do that to my audience. Do y'all got anything else y'all want to say? Anybody in the chat? Y'all want to do 5 more minutes? Or y'all okay? And you got anything else you want to say, Jason? You want to promote anything?
Yeah, I do,
want to thank you for being a guest and having a discussion. It's been awesome.
Yeah, Fat Girl. Thank you very much for having me. I wanted to just say one more thing. Fat Girl in the chat makes a good point. Fat Girl in the chat has said in my chat as well that when we heard Quanney's schedule, she was only working 3 days a week. And Fat Girl is saying that anyone who only works 3 days a week may, in fact, be getting an SSDI check already, which was one of the things that we were saying about Tracy with her weird working schedule, that she wasn't all quite there in the head. We could tell. And maybe her sporadic working was specifically scheduled because she gets a check for that.
Yeah. Well, it's a sad thing too when you have these people who maybe have some mental incapabilities, and then they come on here and attack others who are working, who are good people, who are trying to do their best, who are trying to put out good content, and then you have these other people over there who are just causing all kinds of chaos on their platforms and attacking others, showing their kids, doxing you, and all these kinds of things. So,
Amen.
Yeah, I think it's a sad thing. I think it's very sad. Yeah, but the best thing I could say is just don't support it, just don't listen. Even though I listen for content purposes, but I definitely would say don't support it wholeheartedly.
But here's the thing, Nicole, and I've always said that part of my brand, the YouTube Justice Department, is to not only make YouTube a safe place so we don't have to hear these people, but it's to encourage people like Fat Girl or Gail or anyone else to make a channel, even without their face, and to give us other content. You're listening to this racist and abusing crazy woman because we don't have anybody better, Nicole. And if we could just, part of my brand is to encourage people better to step forward. If they could please just step forward, we would have a better place. You know, and that's the problem. We don't have a better place because these people are not stepping forward. And you know why they're not stepping forward, Nicole?
Why?
Because they're afraid to get treated by Quanney and others the way they act.
What?
So it's a circle.
What about this, Jason? I think I'm gonna push it a little further, Jason. We have to encourage our audiences to accept different content. Because everybody don't want to come here all the time dragging each other. Sometimes I want to talk about different things myself.
Totally.
Sometimes I may get 20 people in the chat. They don't want to hear any other content. So
all right, you know what? Then here's what we're gonna do. You're absolutely right. So then you and I are gonna figure out a way to find a topic you and I like, and we'll try to push it on them together somehow in a joint show, on your show, on my show, whatever. But if it's a talk about politics, the COVID-19, whatever the fuck it is, we'll find a way, because I've been doing this regularly with cooking and other things, trying to encourage our audiences to accept something other than this racist abuse as content. So I totally agree, and I am all about, we need to coordinate, and Babe and anybody else too, to start introducing in an entertaining way new topics to our people.
Well, on my next show, I don't know when it'll be. I don't know when it'll be or the time, but we will be discussing colorism because one of the content creators in this sector, Miss Gina, Queen of Talk, I'm hearing that she says some coloristic things about Babe's daughter, and I'm hearing that some people were a little disturbed by what she was saying. So I do want to have that conversation about colorism because I have experienced that in my life because, you know, I'm a brown skinned lady. So that will be one of the topics that we will be discussing on the next show. Would you say?
It's a conversation that you need to have. But all fairness, Babe went after her grown daughter. And you know how Miss Gina is. And when she came back with no gloves on.
Say that again. You said Babe said what? Say that again. Say it again, Stacey. I'm sorry. Say that again.
Fabe talked about her grown daughter.
Oh.
And got her off I think it was either her own channel, and talked about her daughter.
Yes, and if somebody could please send me the clip.
You know how Miss Gina is about her kids. So when Miss Gina came back, she didn't have no gloves on, and she went in. What she was saying is Fabe has a problem with her color. It's not Miss Gina has a thing. Like Miss Gina said, she has some of her kids are not jet black skinned men, but this is the color that her children came out to be. Fabe came after her daughter first. She showed a clip of her daughter. Her daughter was doing something to her hair, and you could see part of her nipple. The child looked like she had a bra on, but her boobie popped out of the bra. Maybe she took it out. I don't know.
I need that clip.
Where the girl was shaking her ass, twerking or whatever.
I need the clip.
Fabe had something to say. When Miss Gina came back, I mean, they talked about the shit about the whole weekend. Maybe it was Monday through Tuesday. Wednesday they was talking about it. I don't know. And they just, because I got tired of listening to it. They had a panel, how many on there. They was going there for about 3-4 hours.
I think that before, this will be segueing into the next video. I don't know the time yet when we do talk about the colorism. But I think that if Miss Gina's daughter is grown, I don't think that should allow Miss Gina to talk about Fabe's daughter, because Fabe's daughter is 7 or 8 years old. I think
Fabe's daughter
about
Fabe's daughter was not twerking her bare ass and showing her nipples on
7
YouTube.
years old. Miss Gina's daughter's 26, 27 years old.
But Miss Gina should have the emotional intelligence to keep it on topic and talk about Fabe, or talk about Tracy D, or talk about
Exactly.
adults. Why do you need to be talking about somebody's child and then you throwing it in there about colorism and talking about dark-skinned women? Dark-skinned women want to look like light-skinned women and all this crazy stuff. So we're going to have that conversation.
Yes, but the discussion, we need to have that discussion. Miss Gina is not racist. What she was saying was Fabe has a problem with her own color.
But why would she think that though? Why would she believe that Fabe got a?
Because Fabe always say, Fabe is the one say with your black ass and stuff like that. It's Fabe. So what Miss Gina was saying is she can't accept.
But I call people black ass and I call people white ass. I say that by damn now. That's something I would say. I don't say the end stuff. But I do say white ass and black ass. I do say that.
I never noticed anything colorist out of Fabe ever.
Watch the video and let's talk about it. Watch Fabe.
I think that maybe personally Miss Gina wanted to attack a dark-skinned woman.
Yes.
No.
I have, because why would she bring up that lady's complexion when she's just talking about somebody?
Totally irrelevant.
Why would you bring up somebody's complexion?
Totally
Right, it's irrelevant.
Miss Nicole, they was having an argument.
I'm not arguing with you. We're not having no argument.
I'm talking about Fabe and Miss Gina. They was in battle.
But it just shows her state of mind.
Her Fabe. So she was saying that Fabe has a problem with her own damn color. That's what.
But why would she say something along the lines as she's acting like she's light skinned, or she want to be light skinned, or something about her light skin?
It has nothing to do with her slut daughter.
I think Miss Gina just wanted to throw that out there because maybe do you think Miss Gina think that she's better than everybody in the sector because she's light and some of us are dark skinned?
No, how can you? Miss Gina ain't no better than nobody. They say Miss Gina is a scam. She sit there. Well, we already know all the shit she's done. Like she lived in the hotel, like she lived in the car, and they were talking about all of that. You just gotta watch the damn video. Now, Fabe, I don't think Fabe clapped back at Miss Gina yet, or if she had, I missed it.
Well, there was no reason to talk about skin color when the topic at hand was her daughter's bare ass on YouTube.
Right, I agree with Jason on that one. Why are you bringing up skin color?
It's irrelevant.
It's not right to bring up the N-word when you're talking about it, but people do.
Well, that makes them racist, Stacey.
Stacy.
Hold on, stay on topic.
Stacey,
We're talking
that
about
makes
Fat
them
Babe and
racist.
Gina and colorism now.
That's what I'm talking about.
But you threw in a shot at Jason about the N-word, and we didn't pass that.
No, because he said, why did she use colorism? Why did she use colorism when they was arguing? I said it's no different than somebody saying the N-word when you're arguing.
No, that's true. That's true, and that makes
that ain't the
racist.
same kind of example. That ain't the same kind of example.
Well, no,
How you talking about a daughter, child twerking, and then throwing some colorism? And first of all, the one that's twerking is 20, and you talking about an 8-year-old child. None of that goes together.
Yeah, Miss Jean, let me tell you something. My sister is dark skinned, and I'm light skinned. We have the same mother and father. Okay, if me and my sister in an argument, it's okay for her to call me a yellow bitch or a red bitch, but as soon as I call my sister a black bitch, oh my God, I'm prejudiced. You see what I'm saying?
Well, you both are. You both are, and that's why you're saying those things.
Well, it's an argument.
Okay, but let me tell you something. Whenever I get in an argument with Nicole or anybody else, I never think about their color. The only time I said that to her was what I said to her.
Hold on. Let Jason get out the point.
What I said to Nicole when I said it was she was acting like one, and I said she isn't one. And everybody that saw the tape knows I said that many times, which is why I was so mad. I said you deliberately went into Subway to get clicks and views and
hold on. 7 stars, you want to come on? Hold on. 7 stars wants to come on. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it for you.
I'd like to finish what I'm saying.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I see 7 stars in the chat, so hold on. Go ahead, Jason. I'm sorry.
So what I told Nicole was, and the world publicly was, that she was acting like one. It's not something that I used as an insult against her as you are this. But if you are going to get into an argument with someone and say, you are of a skin color, and then say some word about their skin color, that shows you have an issue with skin color. It shows you have racism, colorism, something else. That's what that shows. You and your sister both saying those things to each other is probably not something I or Nicole would say to our sibling, because we don't have those thoughts.
No, I don't say that to my sibling.
We don't have those thoughts in our head. We're not colorist. We're not racist. So those are not equal terms when we're arguing. We don't pull those things out when we're arguing. And when an 8-year-old girl comes out of the blue, that's also something we probably wouldn't do. But you and your friend Quanney, apparently, it's all fair game and love and war with you and your sister and Quanney, right?
I'm only telling you what Miss Gina said. I didn't say it was right. I did not say it was right at all.
There it is, 7. If you want to come on and you want to lend your opinion to this, I thought I was going, but we're gonna stay on if anybody else want to come on.
I have to get out of here soon, so I hope she makes it quick.
Well,
we gotta get fucked up now.
No, not really.
7 stars. We're gonna give you a chance to say your piece. I do want to thank both you and Jason for coming on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
These are like the best shows sometimes when it's not planned. So I do want to thank you all both for coming up here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hearts and Roses crew, for your super chat. Thank you.
I say get after YouTube, not Quanney, to get them all together, round them all up.
Okay, that's not realistic. That's not realistic. That's not realistic.
Because you're not going to get anywhere with that.
Okay, well, your plan is not realistic.
You have the right to say
Stacey, your plan is not realistic.
However you feel, you have that right. We're not over in a different country.
Okay, we're gonna give 7 stars a chance. She just clicked on. Let me give her a chance to say what she wants to say.
Hi, is she still there?
Stars. Yeah, we're all still here.
Hi, Nicole Tyler. This is awesome because You know, he can't do all that muting that he likes to do on his channel now. You are pandering, Jason. You're pandering to Nicole, and you're pandering to Five Babe's audience. You're trying to grow your audience. You're sitting up there saying that you don't call people the N-word, or that's worse to speak about colorism. You absolutely do. You've called people the N-word on more than one occasion.
All right, let's hear the clips. Let's hear the clips.
Let's
hear the clips that when I wasn't imitating.
Let's hear the clips. Oh no, wait, there are clips out there if you calling people the N-word, including Nicole Tyler.
Of me imitating Quanney.
Nicole Tyler.
Quoting Quanney.
And you didn't do enough apologizing to Nicole Tyler, in my opinion.
That is what the clips are. The clips are of me repeating
it and make it seem like it was both of your fault. And it was absolutely your fault. Do you understand?
Quanney.
Hold on. What'd you say, Stacey?
I'm trying to listen to what he's saying. Because he's a liar.
Okay, hold on, Stacey. Go ahead, 7. I'm sorry. Go ahead, 7.
No, I'm trying to listen to what he's actually saying.
What I said was the clips that you've seen are me imitating.
You're not racist?
Quanney.
That you haven't said defamatory things about Nicole?
Are we?
He said he did say inflammatory.
Say that.
He said he did
say 5 questions. Would you like me to answer them individually?
Hello.
You asked me 5 questions.
Hold on, let me say this, you guys.
Answer them individually.
Don't play stupid. Don't play stupid. You didn't call iBabe the N-word?
Yep.
You didn't call Nicole Tyler the N-word?
6 questions. Would you like me to
you
answer
sat up there and you were upset because of how she was depicting black people in Subway, as if culturally we know that some people. But you're sitting up there making it an excuse that, oh, now they're going to treat all black people like that. And you thought that was okay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I did, and I still do. Next question. Why don't you go back over your 6 questions?
Exactly. So he did. So he apologized to you, Nicole Tyler, and he still feels like you were acting like the N-word. And this is why I had a problem with you, Nicole Tyler, because you're smarter than that.
Go ahead, 7.
Now you're giving him a platform to pander to your audience so he can get more people over to his audience.
7. Is she going to act that way again? 7. Is she acting that way again? 7. Is she acting that way again?
Why I don't get upset about it is because whatever his opinion or whatever his definition of an N-word is may not be my damn definition of an N-word. And plus, I don't want to be in that space. I don't want to be in that space to where if somebody calls me out my name, I'm just going to go and get all so upset about something. His definition may be different than my definition, and I don't want to really be in that space.
He's right. You're right, Nicole.
No, everybody has a different definition of that N-word. Man, my definition is is an ignorant person.
And
that is what my definition is.
What I said about
now,
Nicole,
I don't know what. Let me finish I don't know what his definition was. What he saw me in the way I was behaving in Subway that prompted him to do his commentary on it. But in my opinion, his definition may have been that. My definition was I was not being ignorant because I know why I was going off.
Now, was I wrong?
I accepted really the commentary because everybody, not just Jason, everybody did bad commentary on that video. That was not a great video. Everybody did bad commentary on it. And I just accepted everybody's commentary. I didn't take, if 10 black people did bad commentary on that video and then Jason did his and said an N-word, I'm not going to get mad and say, oh, I'm going to choose him to be mad at and not be mad at the rest of the 9 other people. Everybody, I threw it all in the same damn bunch.
Nicole.
Okay, go ahead. Let 7 Stars talk because she just got here.
No. I want to hear from the other lady because what you're saying. Yeah, go ahead.
No, 7 Stars, I want you to explain, because you feel the same way that I feel. Explain to Nicole Tyler why Jason is over here talking about fun. Please explain it to Nicole.
Explain to Nicole why he's over here doing
what? He's a part of the storyline, Stacey. He's a part of the storyline. Hold on, Stacey. Stacy. Hold on, Stacy. Tracy and Quanney is always talking about Jason. So why wouldn't he be on this platform talking about them?
Oh, he's not talking about Tracy so much. He's talking about Quanney.
But Quanney is the one we're talking about. Her name is in the title.
This woman's brain doesn't work right, Nicole.
I understand that.
But Jason, let me ask you this, Jason. Somebody asked, hold on, Stacy. Jason, somebody asked in the chat, would you like to be called a cracker?
Thank you.
I actually have.
Hold on, let him talk, Stacy. Okay, go ahead, Jason.
I'm cutting up.
I actually have the exact same opinion that you do about all of that. If you're gonna call me a word, I look at you and I'm like, okay, so you have issues with white people. Like that's how I look at you.
I think you should call him a cracker on GP because he called you the N-word. That's what I think.
Yeah, you can call me anything you want, and it doesn't
you
affect me
cracker. And let me tell you something, Jason. You had to back the fuck off, didn't you? Because you tried to sit up there and imply that I was getting arrested, not knowing that I actually did talk to the detectives. And
I hope you get arrested. I hope you get arrested.
It looks like you had to back off, didn't you?
I hope you get
arrested. It looks like you had to back off.
I hope you get arrested.
You're a bitch. And let me tell you something, Jason. To sit up there and imply that I would harm my sister, someone who has died, you need your whole motherfucking ass whooped. And I sincerely hope, Jason, that somebody does it with the quickness. Matter of fact, you deserve to get murked altogether. People like you shouldn't be on YouTube.
That's what your family does, isn't it, Seven? You're from a family of serial killers. You would say that. You're a serial killer. It's in your blood. You're a serial killer, and we can tell already. You've already discussed murdering people. You're a murderer. We believe you killed your sister. We believe it because you just said that I should be murdered. Just like your whole family is murderers. I understand your line of thinking. You have bad blood. You have that demon criminal genetics where you think people should be murdered because you're from a murderer's family. I get it completely.
Yeah, you should be murdered.
I get it. That's the way your family works. I totally get it.
Okay, now what? Now what? What's your brilliant logic this time? What are you coming up with?
My brain logic genius is that you come from a genetic family of serial killers, and I believe you are a murderer as well.
So now what?
So now we'll wait for internal affairs to double check on the detective.
Let internal affairs get into it. You think they're going to sit up there and take the word? I already called them myself. I called them myself.
They're investigating you. You should call them. They need to speak with you. You're being investigated.
You were stalking me. No, I don't care. What do you mean I'm being investigated? I'm not. I've talked to the district attorney. I've talked to everybody, Jason, that you talked to. I've talked to them, and they all said the same thing. You're fucking crazy. Oh my God!
We believe you, just like you hid the story about Quanney for 25 years.
Oh, am I making that up?
You're so credible. Hey, what was that story you told us about your mother? You're so credible, Seven. Remember how you told us all your whole life story of lies?
I don't give a fuck what I told you, motherfucker. I'm telling you right now.
We totally believe you that you spoke to the DA and they said I'm crazy. We totally believe you. You're so credible, Seven. All you've ever done is lie to your audience. All you've ever done. You're a compulsive liar. You're a compulsive liar. All you've ever done is lie for your content. So nobody believes you've had a
Nobody thinks I'm a liar. Everybody knows when I'm telling the truth.
Heard your
let me tell you something.
We know your lies. We've listened to your lies. Your lies are endless. Seven. Your content is all lies. Your content is all lies. All you do is lie for content. Your content is only lies.
My fucking channel. Why would I want to do anything like that now? Why would I want to cook? Why would I want to do anything like that when I got motherfuckers like you watching every fuck? You're hanging off of my every word.
Oh, that's the excuse.
You're hanging off of my every word, Jason.
Oh, how convenient.
You hang off of my word.
Oh, how convenient.
Every fucking day you can't stop mentioning me. Oh, 7 stars did this or 7 stars said that. You can't stop talking about me,
You're
motherfucker.
Right. I'm obsessed. Oh,
and you know, obsessed. You are real obsessed, bitch, and you'll never
relevant.
Get this. Let me tell you something. You can't have me, ho. You can't have me, ho.
Oh,
you can't
really?
have
well,
me.
I'll go on Tinder and I'll get you. I'll go on Tinder and I'll catfish you. How about that?
You can't have me, whore. Okay, I'm not.
Okay, I'll go on Tinder and I'll pay like everybody else you fuck. I'll go on Tinder and I'll pay you like everybody else you fuck. I'll go on Tinder and I'll pay you like everybody else that you fuck.
Fuck yourself with a sick dick, bitch, and fuck you. Do you understand me?
You wish.
Fuck you. You wish somebody would fuck you. Nobody's gonna fuck you, you fucking loser. Go ahead and kill yourself now,
the people
bitch.
that
Fuck
fuck me
yourself with
aren't
some razor
paying for
blades,
it, bitch.
you stupid whore. Fuck you, bitch.
All right.
Well,
Well,
go
wow.
to
Well, I'm glad that Seven got it out.
Is waiting for you.
Wow. All right. I thought that was. I don't think that you all have made up. I don't think that in the future for you two.
She sounds shook. She sounds really shooketh.
Woo! That's all I got to say. Me and my
grandkids
saying,
woo! I think she sounded shooketh. Was that a little shooketh?
Well, she had some words for you. I think that she got them out, and I think that you said what you had to say. I thought it was very productive. You know, it ain't nothing that I would say to a person, but you know, I have said some bad things to people on YouTube. You know, she got it out. That's the most important thing. All right. Anything else y'all want to talk about before we leave? That was pretty good.
I just wanted to remind everyone what you said, which I think is probably the most important thing that anything has been discussed on this whole conversation. The most important thing that you said was that we need, as content creators, to start making our audience more comfortable with other things so that we can replace Quanney's behavior and actually just eclipse her behavior with better, more healthy stuff. So you and I and everybody that's a content creator, Ness No Mess, whomever, needs to really think about how we can drag our audiences into more healthy, entertaining conversations and content, and then they'll look at Quanney's racism as less attractive.
All right. Okay. Stacey, do you have anything you would like to say to end the show?
Everybody, just have a wonderful day. There's no need. Just have a wonderful day.
All right. And Seven says that she is at work. And thank you, Seven, for calling in. Seven, don't go on your channel and call me all kind of names now. If you do, I ain't gonna care. But I'm making a little jokey joke. I'm making a little jokey joke, Seven, because I know how you do. I'm making a little jokey joke. All right, y'all. Well, this is Nicole Tyler show. Let me see if I can play some going out music. Let's see. Oh boy. And Seven says she ain't gonna talk about me. Okay, Seven. Thank you, Seven. You know,
she doesn't even do a show anymore, as far as I know.
We're trying to get rid of Cassie, Seven. We got to stay together for that. We're trying to get rid of Cassie Jackson, okay? We got to stay down for that. Then we can turn on each other another time. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Stacey. Thank you, chat. Thank everyone for being here. The Hearts and Roses, all the super chats, the Cash App. Thank you, all my members. You all subscribe to this channel, like and share. Y'all even support Jason too. Support him.
Thank you.
And support 7 Stars. Also, it's Renee. She has a channel. Support It's Renee's channel as well, y'all. Okay. Yeah. All right, y'all. I will see y'all on the next video. The next video will delve into more of the colorism, okay, that's going on in our sector right now. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Let me put on my name before I leave. Let's see. Where is it? All right. All right. Love y'all. Mwah.